Sunday dinner was humming, pot roast steam, clink of forks, until Derek strolled in with that August smirk. He flung his keys onto the hall table so they smacked like cymbals. "Big day," he announced, swaggering into the dining room where Mom, Dad, and our sister Lena sat. Dad didn't look up. Derek loves an entrance. Dad rations attention. "What day would that be?" Derek flashed his phone, a fresh deposit. $5,000 this morning, smartest move this family's seen in years. Lena leaned in. "From what?" "From finally dealing with Maya's garage museum." His eyes slid to me. Sold the boxes, prototypes, random boards, science fair gizmos. A collector drove up, paid cash. I kept typing. "You sold what?" "Oh, spare me." He dropped into a chair. "You've squatted in that garage for 3 years, sis. Startup died. Shrine remained." Mom touched his wrist. "Maybe you should have asked first, honey." "I don't need permission to clear junk," Derek said. "She's lived here rent-free." Dad carved another slice. "He has a point, Maya." "My company didn't die," I said. "And those weren't junk, they were inventory." Lena almost spit her wine. "Inventory? You don't even have a company." I lifted my eyes. "I'm the chief technology officer at Meridian Systems. Those boxes held prototype compute units, neural modules, and quantum interface rigs, assets on loan, serialized and tracked. Value about $3.7 million. Silence hit like a dropped plate. Derek laughed, thin. "You're kidding." "Check the labels," I said. "Serial tags, property marks." He swallowed. "You can't be serious." "I'm texting corporate security," I said, finishing the message. "They're looping in local police. We'll need the buyer's information." The doorbell rang before anyone found a rebuttal. I checked the cam feed and opened up. 2 men in suits, a pair of uniforms behind them. Credentials flashed. Rodriguez and Chen, Meridian Corporate Security. "Miss Rahman?" Rodriguez asked, though he knew. "We're here about company assets removed from this address." "In the dining room," I said. Faces rearranged as they filed in. Derek's color drained. Dad rose halfway, like manners could deflect liability. Mom folded her napkin until it frayed. "Mr. Derek Hale, you posted hardware for sale this morning. Buyer paid cash. Is that correct?" Rodriguez asked. Derek nodded, a squeak where a word should be. "Did you inspect the items? Note the property tags?" Chen said. "I saw electronics," he managed. "Old stuff." Rodriguez showed a screenshot of the listing. "You wrote, various prototypes and development hardware." "Where did you get those terms?" "It sounded better than junk," Derek whispered. I said, "Agents, I have full logs, serials, photos, thermal and uptime data, environmental records. The HVAC I installed keeps the garage at 21 degrees. Cameras cover every angle. Timestamps match the moment power was cut and boxes moved." Dad swallowed. "You installed cameras?" "With your permission, 2 years ago," I said. "You told me, if you pay for it." I did. Chen's phone buzzed. He listened, then grimaced. "Buyer used a burner email, account deleted, white cargo ass. This was professional." Lena whispered, "Oh, Derek." Derek faced me, hands shaking. "Can I fix it?" "You can help," I said. "Give a complete statement. We'll prioritize recovery." Rodriguez nodded. "Show us the inventory." "In my office," I answered, already walking. In my office, I pulled up the asset dashboard. 17 compute units, 12 neural modules, 8 interface rigs, I said, scrolling. Here are the last heartbeat times. Also, doorcam caught the van and a partial plate. Rodriguez leaned over. "Good, we'll push that to highway patrol." Chen forwarded the clip. "Why the garage, if this all mattered so much?" Dad asked. "Long-term stability. I could work and still be your daughter at this table." I met his eyes. "I should have insisted you all understood." Mom's hand found my shoulder. "We should have listened." An alert blinked. I zoomed in. One interface rig just pinged a maintenance handshake from a test jig. That's not ours. Chen straightened. "Where?" "Industrial Park, Rivergate. The ping looks like a cold boot on a bench supply. They're powering up." Rodriguez was already calling it in. "We move now." They took Derek for a statement. I rode with the agents. Dusk peeled off the warehouses as we slipped in behind unmarked units. A white cargo van idled by a roll-up door. Inside, 2 men hunched over a metal table, my rig open like a gutted piano. When the lights flashed and orders barked, they froze. No fireworks, just zip ties and tags. Back at the house later, Rodriguez signed a chain of custody form on our dining table. We recovered 28 of 37 devices, enough to mitigate. Derek's eyes were red. Maya, I'm sorry. I know, I exhaled. You'll cooperate. Meridian will weigh that. He nodded. I believed him. Dad cleared his throat. We misjudged you. You misheard me, I said. But we can fix that. Lena looped an arm through mine. Next Sunday, you explain your work. We listen. I smiled. Deal. And I'll bring dessert, non-prototype.